Hello again, it's Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida, Expressionist Art Studio Gallery, with some new and different ideas. One of them is to put a little bit of purple in the bottom of this container, along with the greens that I think I'm going to be using, and or any other colors that might be similar. And I might apply things with a palette knife today, but mostly I'm putting greens in here because I want something to cover my edges, and I'll consider what to do with the paint afterward. I'm almost out of this, but I love the way it looks, so I'm just going to leave that where I can pour more of it. These are my swipe cards. I have some Floetrol saved in a little dish and a dish to put in it. These are also potential swipe tools. This is my magic card. This is a 12 by 12 inch canvas, or so it seems, so it appears. This is my artist, excuse me. This is Venetian blue with white metallic from Anita's mixed into it, and it was almost gone, so it's a lighter color than it actually looks in the bottle, and I think I'm going to like it for my sky. I'm going to put my tools down and start with, I think I'm going to start with putting some color on my edge just to see what it's going to look like and how that paint flows. Mostly because I don't expect people to have to use a frame, because I'm so spoiled by doing fluid acrylics where people started out by pouring it over the edges. But this will be a good start to pull paint down, because paint will flow to paint, and if I have paint above this, it's probably most likely going to flow down. So I'm just dipping my spatula, excuse me, my palette knife, always using spatula, forgot about that. Then running my finger along the edge. I'm not pushing it into the canvas as much as gliding it along, so it has a chance to sort of rest there. And I do expect that there will probably be other paint on top of it, but I also want to go right over my edge for now. The purple is just really good for shadows, the illusion of shadows. Shadows are often purple. Let's put a little bit more there. I think I'm going to start with my sky and not worry about my edges immediately. And for my sky, I think I'm going to do something I've been doing, putting some white metallic from Anita's down, and the new blue, and I will just use whatever else I can get out of here. And I think I'm going to indulge myself in a little bit of Purple Flash from Folk Art, which is a color shifting paint, and a little bit of dioxazine purple with mixed with white metallic. And is there anything else I want? I suspect I need more paint than I'm giving myself, so I'll just do that right now. And I have painted my edges, which could be a problem if I want to hold on to my painting that way, but I have still got clear spots at the top. I kind of want to take a torch to that, and I really need, there we go, I really need an edge catcher to do this justice, to stop the paint. So let's torch really quickly, just to get rid of the bubbles in the paint. There seem to be quite a bit of them. That might have been a hotter flame than I needed to. This time I think I'm going to go up first, just to see how high I can get that, because I usually go from side to side. I see that thing that does not belong in there too. And I have tweezers, and you can find these tweezers on my Amazon link. And my Amazon link is on the link tree, and the link tree is under the video. Now if I move that down, yep, perfect. If I move that down, I can also pour it down to where I want my sky to go. And at some point in time, I can grab one of my spatulas, which I will. Maybe I'll do that right now. Let's grab one of these smaller ones. See if I can do it without dropping the edge catcher right into the artwork. There we go. Grabbed. And grabbed again. And more. Just scrape it right off. And I'll leave that handy because I might want it in a minute. I'm thinking that most of this won't take very long, but the sky is not taking, the sky is going to take a minute. Let's grab that where I can. Oh, I got some nice cells. Not that I yet necessarily want any cells in my sky. And I'm sorry I'm right-handed and I have to pour this in a direction where it's harder to see. So I don't really have excessive amounts of paint, I guess. I have been enjoying the stripiness of the leftover paints and making skies after one particular video is done, doing another one. It's pretty cool. I don't know if this is going to work as well as I hope it will, but I'm going to give it every opportunity. And I'm loving, I want some simplicity of, I want sort of negative space in the sky. And I can push that back in, or I can decide to take it off and use it in the gap, which is probably exactly what I'm going to do right now. Including that little dribble, which I did not intend, but will be okay. I could have used more paint and let more paint rest on the edge catcher to use, I think. Oh, there's green on there. Okay then, where did that come from? I don't know. Maybe my green edges are being a problem. Well, fortunately it's not enough to really worry me, because I can always put something else over it. I'm just going to tap the corner of my spatula right in there. Pick up my missing paint and fill it, put it in the into the gaps. My sky gaps, yeah, and that's a really good place to get more paint from. Not only to fill the gap there, but to sort of camouflage the green, which is not too dark. Now I'm kind of thinking what I'd like to do is add some more blue under there, and at least I didn't hide it. So this is how I want to blend my color to make a cloud bank. And then I may tip it also. Not that I have very many places left I can hold on to. But I think that that's going to be okay. And a lot of times with these recently, I have used my spatula. But I've got a nice wide tool. It's a little silicone hair tool. It's on the link tree, on the Amazon link under the link tree. And I'm just going to add some paint to help paint flow. This may be a mistake, but I'm hoping that I can figure it out. It's really spreading it very thin. That's amazing. I don't know that I've actually used this tool in this way before. I kind of thought I'd like some water at my horizon line, but I need that paint to flow down first. and maybe even over. You can always herd paint with a silicone edged spatula. What I mean by herd is push it back or push it into position. I like that pink where it just went, and I love that little puffy cloud right there. And I don't mind making the others look puffy either. And I'm hoping my head isn't completely obliterating your view. And now, what am I going to use for my water? I have some Peacock from Decor Americana. And I don't mind that there's some schmutz, or some residual paint is a better word for that. It's not really schmutz. I'm not sure about my green edges anymore, but I do have them. So, what should I do? I should grab all of that paint and put it on the canvas. Because I can. The question for me is, do I want to smooth it in like I was thinking originally, just to make something really simple, or do I want to use some Floetrol? And do I want to wait on the Floetrol? I'm just going to smooth it in. See if I can make it cover. Because there's nothing to keep me from adding more paint. And I wanted it to be kind of simple. And I think I'm going to add, yes, am I? Whoops. Okay, well that was a whole lot bigger than I was anticipating, but that's okay, because that's how accidental art becomes cool, I guess. Except for that little blue dot there, which I can always stick my finger in. Oh, now I've got a point on my mountain. And I have to decide. I'm still trying to decide if I want Floetrol in there or not, and I think I want to. I also want the paint right off of that spatula. Excuse me. Palette knife. So I want to see what I want to see, and I think that's going to be some emerald green color shifting from Folk Art, and the edge. That's a lot of Floetrol. I'm going to have to do another painting. I need a flimsier card, I think. This one's just too stiff. So I'll grab another one that's longer. And maybe without a nubby on it. I should have checked my edge. Check your edges before you use your Floetrol. Still doing it. So even if I don't get any Floetrol on there, although I see some cells over here, I'm not working really hard at getting any Floetrol on the card, I have to admit. And it looks like I have a lot of bubbles. And that is a super simple scape. And that was really as far as I felt like I needed to go with this particular painting. The sky is the star of this show. I am going to torch to get rid of those bubbles because they're really irritating. I'm going to turn it around. There's a possibility that I could probably put some trees or something in there. Where's my straw gone? There it is. Maybe there's no paint on it. That would be cool. I have some low-hanging clouds on my water feature. So I'm going to make adjustments on my land. Grab a little more paint. I have 2 minutes to tell you guys I do sell my artwork, and my email address is the way to reach me, and it's below the link tree on the video. We'll just figure that any white in the lake is a reflection from the sky. And we'll put our mountains, or whatever they are, all the way across. So I should tell you all kinds of things, and I've sort of gotten lost in this painting, and there's not a lot of cells, but there's a few cute ones. I'm going to get rid of those bubbles. I'm going to probably put a little more paint right where I see that blue. Tell you guys I love you. There's 91,000 of you. Please like my video. Thank you very much for the thumbs up. I so appreciate your help. Sharing my videos is a big assistance to me. I appreciate that too. If you are looking for more videos, hey, that's cool. I like that. Yeah, some texture is okay. If you're looking for more videos, I have 18 lists. 17 of them have 100 on them, and they're all kinds of other genres and topics, and I'm having too much fun adding some. I wonder if we'll get the texture. I really wonder. But I kind of like doing it, so I guess we'll see one way or the other. Just to add a little texture in the foreground. And I have smaller versions of these tools, so I could probably do that too. You could also dip something darker. Alright, I've got 1 minute left, and I'm not going to say I wasted my time. Look for the Teespring clothing under the video, and if you ever want anything added to the Teespring that I create, just ask me and I'll give it my best shot to add that. And also fineartamericapixels.com is the same way. You can find the link to fineartamericapixels.com under the link tree. And also on the Facebook group, Expressionist Art Studio Gallery, Totes, and more. Facebook groups on the link tree include Expressionist Art Studio Gallery Appreciation Group for students, Expressionist Art Studio Gallery, Totes, and more for shopping, Expressionist Art Studio Gallery, fans and collectors to check out the albums. So this is just really simple, and that's okay because that's really what I was looking for. I'm wondering a little bit if I want to put something in those gappy spots. Come out now, thank you. In my water. I said they were going to be clouds, but alright, so I love you guys. Take care of each other. Take care of yourselves. Bye for now. This is Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida. Don't forget there's a drawing every month. Check the end screen video. The exhibition video will show you the prizes. PayPal and Patreon are the way to donate, and if you do that, you'll be automatically entered. I love you guys. Look for Pinterest, Instagram, and Twitter links on the link tree. And thank you for all the donations and wonderful comments. Thank you for keeping my morale boosted. I really appreciate you guys. Ask me questions if you need to. Look on the community board for tomorrow's video, and shop my Amazon link if you have a chance.